Welcome YouTubers to the Front Engine Dragster Life in the Shop channel. Been a good while since I posted my last video, but just wanted to show a little bit of progress that I've made on my mid-engine dragster, rear engine dragster, whatever you want to call it. But if you look, you see the engine's closer to the cage, just like they did it back in to the driver's area, just like they did it back in the 60s. Anyway, yeah, just got everything kind of mocked up on the front here. Well, pretty much throughout the whole thing. Still got to do the cage yet. Probably just going to buy a new cage. That cage came off of this chassis originally, and it's a little bit on the short side. So I'm pretty tall, so need a little bit more headroom. So by the time I notch the tubing here, it's going to shorten it a good bit more. Not a lot of progress on it. I still got to figure out where I'm going to mount the fuel pump. This is just going to be a basic engine. I wouldn't be surprised if I just threw something pretty much stock on it to go to the track for the first time. Just made me up some simple little quick tie rods on the thing, nothing major. Did a little bit of floor pan work. As you can tell, still got to make the weld the tabs onto the frame to hold down the aluminum. And I'll mount the battery here. Got the seat bar mounted. This is the seat off the car originally. Like I say, first time out, I might run that, but we'll see. And then I'm not 100% sure I'm going to leave the radiator here. I've got room there, but we'll see. And also, I fabbed up a fuel tank for it. Hold about 2 gallons of gas or fuel, whatever I decide to run. Probably gas, just 93 pump gas for the time being. And of course, I set this one up for a long, standard length power glide transmission. And so we'll see how it all works out. I did run into one little problem, as mentioned in other videos. The other video, this engine and transmission sat farther back. It had a shorty glide in it with a long coupler, and it was balanced out and everything. So the motor plate, the mid plate used to be here. It's now here. The problem I have now is the little starter is hitting the angle tubing. So gonna have to address that issue. But that's not a big deal. As you can see, where the motor plate used to be, I'm going to cut this out anyway on both sides, because I need to put an upright right here to support the motor plate. And so I'll have to do both sides, upright on both sides. And so I'll have to do like what was done here originally. Bend this piece out to clear the starter. But other than that, that's really about it. I mean, haven't had a whole lot of time. I've been working on customers' vehicles. And spent a little time at the track last weekend on Friday and Saturday with an S10 drag truck project that I'm involved in. So Friday was the first time out with it, with the new engine combination, and a little bit of suspension work on that. And so then Saturday, of course, he went back and to the actual race. Friday night was a test and tune, and then Saturday was the race. So we spent a little time. Well, I spent a lot of time last weekend at the track. And it was fun. I I hadn't been going as much, you know. My front engine dragster is still covered up. I haven't had time to even do anything with it. I need to get a stall converter for it, tires, battery. All that stuff's old and needs to be replaced. The stall converter that I was running behind the little 350 blower motor was just way too much stall for it. I mean, it's a pump gas engine as well. Matter of fact, it's right here on the start stand. So I do try to keep it running, and that's why it's on here, because I knew it was going to be a while before I could get back to work on the dragster, so the front engine dragster. So there it is, and throw some plastic over it, keep pollen and dust off of it best I can. But anyway, this video is for the mid-engine, rear engine dragster, whichever you want to call it. And so making up my pedals. I may go back and cut these brackets off. The master cylinder used to be right here on this car, and I may go back. The pedals are mounted right where I want them. I mean, right where they fit me. But now I'm thinking I might cut these brackets off. That I made this one. Of course, this one was already here. I may cut both of them off and put longer brackets in so I can drill holes and move the pedals back, you know, make them adjustable. Old mock-up my Tilton master cylinder. That actually came on this car, so I'm just using it as a mock-up now because it leaks. And, you know, once those things start leaking, they tend to cause problems. So, yeah, I got a good ways to go, and we'll see. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe, like, and comment, and let me know what you think. All right, thanks.